Hello, back to Kite Runner. After much consideration of our thesis statement, we have come up with...
Through the power of redemption, everyone, quote, can be good again, quote, in the words of Khaled Hosseini.
Yes, that's our awesome thesis statement. Okay, so to rhetorically analyze the whole book, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
In 2 minutes or
the
less.
speaker is Amir. Yes.
Yes.
Amir Jaa.
The context is read the plot summaries or listen to the plot summaries again. That's the context.
Well, no, the context basically means the occasion that made him want to write this book.
Okay, well, I think you want to try.
It's like all like the
I mean, I think
all the
he's trying
problems
to,
in like the Middle East and like, but then like
I feel-
your personal like
And like to make people
Well, like,
culturally
this
aware.
book-
yeah.
This book came out after 9/11, so I think he's like trying to like educate us on like what's
Yeah.
going on in Afghanistan rather than just have us like
Assume our own thing.
Yeah.
make up our own assumptions. So like I think he's trying to educate on Afghan culture.
Yeah, and so that kind of gives us the audience because like
It's
whoever
awesome.
Yeah.
will like learn about it.
Yeah, he
Through the
wants
book.
to reach like as many people as possible.
Okay, the tone.
No.
I mean, the whole thing was, pretty sad,
It
I
was,
would say.
yeah.
Like, I mean, there were happy moments, definitely, but, like,
There were some. It was a pretty much.
I mean, he had a really tough life, and since he was telling the story, like, up until the end, most of it was pretty depressing.
Yeah, it was just a very depressing tone until the end, which was like freedom.
Okay. So,
Just repeated the same thing.
ethos. Well, I mean, obviously,
his story.
Khaled Hosseini is,
yeah.
like, from the Middle East.
Yeah.
And so, like, he had lived through, like, kind of part of this, so, like,
He knew.
he has the ability to, like, the authority to, like, tell us what's going on and, like, write a story about it.
Yeah.
Okay, pathos.
So like basically like I don't know, he uses pathos throughout like the whole book. Like that's what makes you like Amir and like what makes you like him even though he's done like some pretty bad things.
I mean, if you just told people, like, all the bad things he did, like, hide money and try to get rid of somebody and, like...
Yeah.
Like, you would think he was a bad person, but, like, reading the book,
Yeah.
like, you don't. You feel
I mean-
bad for him.
I mean, yes, he does redeem himself at the end, but like basically you would have hated him. Like he uses pathos to like make us like feel for the characters.
Logos.
Okay, so Logos, like, I don't know, he doesn't really use it.
Yeah. I mean, like I'd say, like his story logically makes sense, and like
Yeah.
I just.
I think it was more, like, the point of the pathos and the ethos. Like,
Yeah, that was
I don't
it.
think you ever questioned the logic of it, but there's
Yeah.
nothing that, like,
I didn't
made you think,
question
oh,
if
like,
he
this
was
is
right.
definitely, like,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I don't know.
I didn't question any of, because I mean,
No
like,
point
I'm
of,
not
like,
educated on like
check.
these kinds of things. Like,
Yeah.
like, you know, like Afghanistan, like, I mean, yes, I read like 2 of his books, but, like, that doesn't make me like
Yeah. You just kind of believed him through his,
Yeah.
like, pathos and his ethos. So, like, the
Yeah.
logos was very minimal.
because of his ethos, you're kind of just like, okay, yes.
All right.
What's next?
Arrangement. So
Oh.
he kind of uses like past memories to like tell the story, like and
Yeah. I mean, he's basically
Yeah.
telling the story of his life and, like, where he had gotten to the point with you when he was with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like, okay, so there's like the first chapter, and it was kind of like from like the present, I guess, and then like it started in the past, and then it went in chronological order, basically, with like a couple like flashbacks here and there, but like it was basically like kind of chronological order.
Okay, style.
It was like a narrative. There really wasn't anything.
Yeah. There wasn't, like, that many, like, dialogue, like, going on.
It was a lot of internal.
It was mostly just, like, internal, like, dialogue, kind of telling the reader what's going on, but not, like, talking to anybody else. Like, in his stories, you would, like, hear talking between, like, characters, but, like, there wasn't a whole lot of it. Memory.
it's just like
I mean, when you do something, like, it kind of reminds, like, brings you back to times where you've made, like, mistakes or lied, and so, like, you feel bad for him because, like, you know you've done maybe not things
Yeah.
as bad, but, like, bad things.
It doesn't really require you to recall a lot of things.
yeah.
Because, like, through, like, Amir's experience, like, even if, like, you're, like, the most perfect person in the world, like, you kind of understand where he's coming from.
Like, we all make mistakes.
Yeah.
There's
Anybody on delivery?
It's a novel.
I mean, it's a novel, so.
That's why.
novel.
Yeah.
Pick it up in
Okay,
your local
and that's
bookstore.
it. And here we are.
Flying
our
kite
kite for the last time. Dun, dun, dun.